everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker. I try products out for you so you have a better idea of what to buy and what not to buy. Today I'm reviewing the Tok Beauty Mascara, as you saw in the title. So if you're thinking about buying this, or if you're in the market for a cleaner mascara, then stick around and let's get into the review. Here we go. This mascara has been getting a ton of buzz. So is it worth it? That's the million-dollar question. And is it gonna work for you? Because what works for one person might not work for another. I purchased this mascara. This review is 100% honest. You're getting my honest opinion as always. No one's paying me to say any of the following. So if you find reviews like this helpful and you wanna keep seeing them over here, please take 2 seconds to hit the like button. It makes a huge difference. That's my spiel. There is one shade available in black. This is supposed to be a water-resistant formula. It comes in black plastic. Not good in terms of sustainability and the planet. Vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, soy-free. Supposed to provide volume and length while strengthening lashes. The claim or the main callouts here for key ingredients are horsetail plant, sounds interesting, and pea protein, which I've had in a shake before. It tastes awful. Along with bayberry wax to give that water-resistant hold. So I'm fine with all the ingredients here. They looked good. What works for me might not work for you. They can be very personal, so check out the list. The standout and star ingredients were very low on the list. There could be a reason for that. I'm, again, not a formulator, but when you're calling out those claims and I see them low on the list, I think you're calling out big claims, but there's a very low amount of that ingredient within the actual formula. So is it really gonna do much? I don't know the answer, but that's my thought process. Now you know. The second question is all about application. So how does this apply? This has a silicone brush. Some people are gonna love that, some people are gonna dislike that. Personally, I like a fluffier brush, but I don't mind a silicone brush as long as it gets product onto the lash. Sometimes it's like, it does nothing for me. That was not the case with this. I found the application very easy. It did deposit the formula onto the lash well. It wasn't a wet formula. Wasn't a dry formula. It was really just easy to glide on. And because of that, it gripped the lashes very easily. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 for application. It wasn't tricky at all. And then you don't have a lot of transfer. That's the benefit of having this kind of a brush too. It's kind of easier. It doesn't get all over the place. Volume, this is, like I mentioned, supposed to give volume and length. Now, the length I'm going to talk about in a second. There's probably a lot more to say there. But in terms of volume, there are tons of 5-star reviews for this out there. Are they verified? I don't know, but I hope so, but I don't know. Still, a lot of people were going nuts and saying this is the holy grail mascara for them. In terms of volume, I feel like it just didn't provide a lot of volume. This is more of a defined volume mascara. Again, you might love that. It's more of a natural look. It doesn't look like a lash multiplier necessarily, but more of that definition, and it has them standing out. So there's definitely added volume, it's just not high glam volume. I had to build quite a bit to get to the amount of volume I like. That's okay, I just had to build maybe 3 or 4 coats. If you give it a minute to set, it dries down pretty quickly. So build while it's wet, which is pretty normal, but sometimes you can kind of go back in a little bit later and really add it on and really amp it up. That I could not do that here, or else everything would have looked really dry and stick-like. So just know that it dries down pretty quickly. Overall for volume, I didn't see much. I debated on giving it a 3 or a 2. I ended up giving it a 2, but I might change my mind down the line. It just really didn't speak to me in terms of volume. Okay, but now we're gonna talk about the length. And that is where I went from, what is everybody talking about, to, oh. The lengthening here was very impressive, and I have the application video, but I felt like the still of the before and after really tells the story better than I can. You can see that my lashes almost look like they have extensions on them. It's crazy. The lengthening here was spot on. Well, it's not like I looked as if I had more lashes, significantly more lashes. They really just sort of came to life. And I press them up. I don't use a lash curler. I just personally don't like them. But when I even pressed them up while the formula was still wet, it even looked more lengthened. Just a wow moment in terms of mascaras that I've tried. Very impressive. Received a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard there. Again, I was potentially gonna give it a 5, and I may change my mind in possibly 24 hours, but it was very close. You know what? I'm gonna do it mid-video. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. It deserves a 5 out of 5. It was very impressive. The last question on my scorecard is staying power. We wanna know, does it last? Does it flake out everywhere? I forgot to mention clumping. I did not see clumping upon application. Sorry, that's kind of a big one. Back to staying power. This is supposed to be water resistant. That is also something that I look at for staying power, but also removal. I don't want a mascara that's hard to remove. I don't want to mess with my lashes too much because they are very precious. They're my little precious lashes. Sometimes I get a little nervous about these water resistant formulas. My hair is very curly today. Tangent. This lasted very well for me. I did see a little bit tiny specks of flaking. So minimal, but really I think this held on and was a very strong performer in terms of staying power. In terms of removal of the product, I actually found this easy to remove with just water. I just held a warm washcloth on my eyes and then it came off pretty easily. Was it the easiest one? No, but for water resistant, that's what I would expect. So I just used something like an avocado oil or something that's non-irritating for my skin to remove it completely. Overall, I would say for staying power and wear test, it did a great job. It received a 4 out of 5. Total score here is a 15 out of 20 on the scorecard. I bumped it up from a 14 to a 15, so now it's time for my final verdict. Would I buy this again? This is the subjective personal part of every video and a lot of people like knowing this information, so I'm giving it to you. No, I wouldn't buy this again. I loved the lengthening. As you can see, I'm just trying to get rid of plastic, and mascaras are a tricky category for that. Pure Weiss has a refill available. So that's the first thing. I'm just looking for non-plastic alternatives. Erin's Faces is one that I happen to love that's in a glass bottle. I liked the price point. I was okay with the formula. I loved the length. It's just the volume. I like more of a voluminous look for mascara. So if you want to know my favorites in terms of cleaner mascaras or just better for me mascaras that I enjoy, you can check out the Britt's Picks page. It's back on the site. It's all in one page. It just drives you directly to the product, so you can check that out whenever you want to. It's a really good starting point, I think, for a lot of people. But for me, it's going to be a pass. It's not that I didn't like it. I just wasn't as wowed by this mascara as everybody else seems to be. Again, it's a common theme over here. It happens quite a bit. Now you know my honest opinion. So that's what I think. That's what the scorecard says. What do you think about this mascara? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna get it? Are you not gonna get it? Do you already have one that you love? Did you buy this and you're regretting it? Let us know in the comments below. I love having other perspectives and opinions over here because I'm just one in the bunch, right? So my word is not gospel. I love hearing from y'all down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for watching this review. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, hit that like button. And if you want to see more reviews, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a thing. I'm gonna go test some more product. I'll see you right back here real soon. Until then,